Hello everyone, welcome back to RK channel. In this video, I am going to explain you all about the process of photosynthesis. How does the photosynthesis takes place in plants? How does glucose is formed? How does starch is formed? In this video, I am going to explain you all about that. Okay. Photosynthesis is going to take place in two phases. One is light reaction or light dependent phase, and the other one is light independent phase. That means photosynthesis reaction takes place in two phases. Okay, one phase is on dependent on light and the other phase is on independent on light. Okay, now let us see the first reaction, that is light reaction. Light reaction can also be called as light dependent reaction or photochemical phase. Okay. First, light reaction is going to take place in grana of chloroplast. Already I explained you all about the structure of chloroplast in the before video. Okay, if you all did not see that video, please watch that video and next watch this video. Okay. Chloroplast contains of three membranous structure and the light reaction takes place in grana of chloroplast. Light reaction is going to take place in three steps. And the first step is the chlorophyll, which is present in a cell organelle called as chloroplast, will be activated. That means the chlorophyll will be activated by absorbing photons from light energy. What are photons? Photons are the unit of light energy, smallest unit of light energy. That means this is also a type of light energy. By absorbing these photons, the chlorophyll, which is present in chloroplast, will become activated. Okay, and the next step is the photolysis. The second step is photolysis, spreading of water molecule into H plus and OH minus ions. Okay, that means first step is chlorophyll will become activated by absorbing photons. Photons is a unit of light energy. That means this is also a type of energy. By using this energy, the water, as we know H2O. The molecular formula of water is H2O. H2O is going to divide into H plus and OH minus ions by using this energy. Okay, in first step, the energy which is gained by the chlorophyll, that means the photons energy, by using this energy, H2O is going to split into H plus and OH minus. Okay, this is second step. And next step we are going to see the OH minus ions which are produced in photolysis are used in light phase, and the H plus ions which are produced in photolysis are used in dark phase. Okay. OH minus ions by series of steps. That means by going under some steps or some process, they will produce H2O and O2. Okay. However, H2O, the water which is produced by the plants, is being used by the plant for their essentials, and the O2 is going to release into the environment. Okay. And the two end products of the two end products of light phase are ATP and NADPH. That is, ATP is adenosine triphosphate and NADPH is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. Okay, these are the two end products of the light phase. Okay, light phase can also be called as light reaction, light dependent reaction, or photochemical phase. Okay, now let us look into the dark phase or light independent phase. Okay, this phase can also be called as dark phase. Okay, dark phase does not means that this reaction occurs only at night, but this means that it does not need light for its reaction. That means it does not dependent on light. It is independent of light. Okay. As I said before, OH minus ions will be used in light phase and H plus ions will be used in dark phase. Okay. So the H plus ions are used in dark reaction. Now, as we saw, the end products of light reaction are NADPH. Okay. The NADP are the end products of light reaction. So this NADP combines with H plus ions by using ATP energy. As I told, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, this is also an end product in light reaction. By using this ATP energy, the NADPH combines with CO2. Okay, NADPH combines with CO2 by using ATP energy to form C6H12O6. That means the two end products of light reaction are ATP and NADPH. So NADPH is formed by combining with CO2 by using ATP energy. Okay, so by using ATP energy, C6H12O6, that is glucose. Okay, by using ATP energy, NADPH is going to combine with H plus ions to form NADPH, and finally glucose is formed, and this glucose, by using RUBP, that is ribulose 1,2,5 bisphosphate, by using this, the glucose is converted into starch. Finally, the starch is prepared in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, these are the two reactions of photosynthesis. Now let us look into the steps which are occurring in the process of photosynthesis. What are the important steps that are going to take place in photosynthesis? There are 3 steps in the process of photosynthesis. The first one is the light energy is going to convert it into chemical energy. Okay, in the first reaction we saw that the light energy is solar energy. Solar energy we are getting from sunlight. Light energy is going to convert into chemical energy. Chemical energy is starch, that is C6H12O6. This is chemical energy. So light energy is converted into chemical energy. This is done. Next, H2O is going to convert into H plus and OH minus. Splitting of water takes place. As I told before, in light reaction, H2O is going to split into H plus and OH minus. And the next one is reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. As we saw before, the equation which was proposed by C.B. Van Neel, that is CO2 plus 2H2O gives rise to C6H12O6 plus 6CO2 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. Okay, and as we saw, CO2 is going to convert into carbohydrates. So reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. These are the 3 steps which are important in the process of photosynthesis. So by this video we are done with autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition takes place in plants. We are done with the autotrophs, and the next coming videos I am going to explain you all about heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, please support us in the next coming videos. Thank you for watching.